guys, it's Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and Sony's just announced the new Sony Xperia Z in India. Now this is a flagship for Sony this year, announced at CES in 2013. This is a water resistant phone. It is dust and water resistant with IP57 certification, and it does have a 5-inch full HD display as well. So let's quickly go ahead and unbox this. This is what the packaging looks like. Really minimalistic packaging from Sony this time around. They've really made the box really small and tiny. You can see we have the Bravia Engine 2 on this. We have a full HD display. We also have a really nice 13 megapixel camera on the device as well, which is their Exmor R sensor equipped camera. Let's quickly go ahead and pop open the box. This is the Xperia Z. I'm going to put that aside for the time being. I'm going to go further in, and you can see we have a couple of things here. So we have the standard Sony documentation, which is over here, really nice. You have a smaller Sony charger. Really appreciate the fact that they've made the charger smaller. You still have this nice piano black finish over here with the Sony logo embossed into it. So that's nice. And it looks really sleek. So we have a sleek looking new style Sony charger. I like that. I'm going to put that aside for the time being. And you can see we have a USB to micro USB cable, which is again a nice quality Sony cable. Sony cables are really nice. I really like the way Sony cables are made. So you have a square USB connector and a square micro USB connector at the bottom. You also have the Sony in-ear style headphones, and again these headphones are really nice, or earphones, in-earphones, whatever you like to call them. They're really nice. They're the new X-Base earphones, and Sony has added them into the packaging of the Xperia Z. Really impressive stuff from Sony. Companies usually don't put good quality headphones or earphones. Sony has done that because they make a lot of earphones, and it is only logical for them to do that. You also have a couple of ear tips according to your ear size. Again, these are good quality earphones. I've actually used these earphones. The only disadvantage is some people like it and some people don't, and I don't, is that the left ear is smaller than the right ear in terms of length of the cable. I like a Y cable which is equal length, but this one is behind the head sort of design, which I'm not too happy about. But if you look at the bottom of the earphones, you have a angled 90-degree 3.5 millimeter gold plated connector, which is really nice. So good quality earphones. Really impressed with what Sony has done. Let's put all these things aside. I'm going to take a look at the Xperia Z right now. So let's quickly take it out of the plastic packaging. And there you go, guys. The flagship Sony device with water resistivity. And let's go ahead and take the plastic off the front over here real quick. And you can see a really nice edge-to-edge design for Sony. So we have a full glass front, which is black, looks really nice. Although the display is not edge-to-edge, the display glass is edge-to-edge. We have a 5-inch display over here, which is a 1920 by 1080 pixel display that makes it 441 pixels per inch. Really impressive. It does have a 10-finger multi-touch, and you do have scratch resistant shatterproof glass. It's not Gorilla Glass, but it is an alternative glass, which is really nice. You also have Sony Bravia Engine 2, which is we all know a sealed sort of design on the display along with Bravia Engine makes it really impressive. So that's good. If you look at the front over here as well, on the top we have the secondary camera, which does do full HD video. So you have a 2.2 megapixel camera which does do full HD video for the front as well, and you have a nice earpiece which is located over here. You have the Sony logo, a couple of sensors on the right over here, and on the bottom I'm assuming are a couple of touch capacitive buttons and the microphone, which is located over here as well. Let's convert it and take a look at the side of the device. So we have the right side. We have a nice string or a loupe attachment over here. You can also connect a capacitive pen if you're interested. You also have one vent for the speaker on the right side. I do believe it has stereo speakers. So you have one vent for the speaker at the right. You have the volume controllers over here. The power button, which is again metallic, really nice looking, really sleek looking power button over here. And that's about it for the right side. So I guess the knife does come in handy even if we don't have a sealed box. So we do have a tray of sorts that I'm going to pull out. It appears to be for the SIM card, so it does take in a micro SIM card, and this is where it goes. So this is for the SIM card, is what I'm assuming it to be. So you do have this tray that goes in like so. That's nice. I'm going to quickly close that up. Nothing else on the right side. If we look at the top over here, we have headphone jack port cover, and this is the 3.5mm headphone or hands-free kit jack over here, which is also behind this door that will help you protect the device from water damage. We have a micro SD card on the opposite side. So on the left side we have a micro SD card slot, which is over here. There seems to be a tray or a blank or a micro SD card already in there, so I'm going to try and pull that out and see if it is indeed. Yes, it is a 2GB micro SD card. I don't even know why they put it in there. That seems like such a shameful thing to do, a 2GB card in a flagship device. At least 8GB, guys. It's about $300-400 nowadays. On the bottom we have the microphone pinhole and a barcode that looks really neat, really futuristic for the device. Let's look at the back over here. Really interesting stuff happening on the back. Okay, before I do that, it tells you how to put in your SIM card, etc. And it also says that you should charge the device for about 30 minutes. I've done that, so it's fine. Get rid of the plastic back packaging, and this is what it looks like. I love the glass display on the back. It's the glass back panel, not the display. I love it. It looks really nice, really slick. You have a couple of laser etched stuff on the bottom, so you have certifications and FCC IDs. You also have the Xperia logo over here. This is what appears to be an NFC tag sticker, mobile payment security or something, which is over here. And you have the 13-megapixel camera with the XMOR sensor, and their new glass along with a small little LED flash and a secondary microphone for possibly noise cancellation or audio during video capture, which is located on the back. So that's about it. The back is sealed and it looks really nice on this device. I'm going to quickly go ahead and power it on and see what the interface looks like. So before I power it on and show you the interface, I'm going to put it right next to the only other full HD phone that I have with me, and you can get a full idea. Both of them are 5-inch devices, and if you look at the back, you have a rubberized back panel on the Butterfly and a really nice glass panel on the Xperia Z. I have to give this one to Xperia Z, honestly. It looks really nice. The Butterfly is also water resistant, and so is the Xperia Z. So both of them almost identical in terms of design, but this one, I feel that the Xperia Z looks slightly better, if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. I love the design of the Butterfly as well. It's not bad looking, but I feel that the Xperia Z just slightly looks a little better. Let's go back to the Xperia Z right now, guys. Before I do anything, I'm just gonna quickly go and turn off auto brightness. So what you're looking at, guys, is a full HD display with the Sony Bravia engine. Let me quickly show you the lock screen over here. You can quickly jump to music from here. I can slide right to bring out the music player. Really slick looking interface. I can also slide left to go directly to the camera, which is a 13-megapixel camera. I'll be showing you that in just a minute. Let me go back to the lock screen. And this is what the lock screen looks like. Now, how do you unlock it? You just take your finger over here and you see this shutter sort of user interface. It looks really nice. So you can swipe up or swipe down and unlock it. I'm just going to select English and run through this setup. It's asking me to put in my SIM card. I don't have one in there right now, but this is what the user interface looks like. This part of the phone or the device looks wasted to me because they put in on-screen buttons versus hardware capacitive buttons, which they could have added over here. So it seems like a total waste for me right now. But it's nice because you can slide up from the bottom and go to Google, or you can slide to the right and select your applications. But more or less, you can slide from the bottom and go to Google now quickly by simply doing that. That's nice. I like that. Let's jump into the dialer real quick. Look at this nice clean looking dialer. Get rid of the keypad. You have a couple of settings over here as well. You have the contacts, favorites, and groups that you can set. The multitasking panel from Sony looks really nice. You also have timers. So in the multitasking panel, you can quickly open up the calculator, which is a pop-up sort of calculator, looks nice. You can also quickly start a timer, which also looks nice. You also have quick notes, wonderful. And you also have a voice recorder. Brilliant stuff from Sony. And you can add another widget as well. So you can add small apps from the SD card or the Google Play Store. Wonderful job by Sony. You can quickly end applications that are running by simply sliding them off this grid. So if I need to quit them, I can just do that. Let's go into messaging and let's compose a quick message. Let's see what kind of keyboard we get. We get the Sony keyboard, really nice. If I personalize my keyboard, maybe I can turn on continuous input. So I've customized my keyboard. Now I should be able to slide the new Xperia keyboard. It's actually the same keyboard that I have seen on other Xperia devices. So all you need to do is just swipe your finger across and it should work. Now I'm doing this at an angle where I can't really properly hold the phone because I'm trying to show it to the camera, but you can see that it works really well. Not bad. I'm impressed. So that's what the keyboard looks like. You can also convert to landscape, I'm assuming, yes, and you get a wider format of keyboard. Looks really nice, guys. The display is, how do I put it? There is no distortion from any viewing angle. I'm actually looking at this display horizontally at 180 degrees and I can see the full display. You can see it's absolutely sealed. There is zero light leakage and viewing angles are crazily good. Good job, Sony, with the display. I'm really impressed. Let me quickly connect to Wi-Fi, guys. I'm going to show you what the website looks like on this. So hopefully it's going to try and attempt to open up our website in the mobile mode. I'm going to do a request desktop mode so that we can look at the website in its full glory on this. You can see it loads up the website really quick over there, and it's loading up images really fast as well, and really nice. It's loading up the full website. You can see how smooth and responsive this is. Overall impressive sort of display. And I'm going to quickly convert to landscape as well, and it seems to be working great on that as well. Now if we get into a little bit of the hardware on the Xperia Z, we have a Qualcomm MDM9215M chipset, which is essentially a Qualcomm Crate processor or a chipset with 1.5 gigahertz quad cores. On the inside we also have Adreno 320 GPU. So essentially the same kind of hardware that's on the HTC Butterfly. Sony has launched this with 4.1.2 out of the box, but Sony's also said that it is going to get 4.2 really soon, as opposed to what it does with other devices. You do also have FM radio on the device, so you'll be able to see an FM radio which is already in the device, which is nice. Custom Sony user interface, which is already on there, as I demonstrated earlier to you guys. They have a new system of switching from home screen to home screen. You can add up to 7 home screens, which is good as well. I'm going to quickly play back a video for you guys really quick. So I like the HTC One hands-on video, so I'm just going to quickly play that for you guys.
What's happening, guys? About my for iGyaan, and we're going hands-on with the new HTC One. It's their new flagship Android device from the company. So let's take a quick look. You can see the overall construction of the...
So you can see that the overall viewing angles and the color reproduction on the display is really nice. I'm pretty impressed with the overall display. Audio is also pretty loud. We just have a single speaker over here. I like the location of the speaker because when you're holding the device and gaming like this, The speaker will be on top and you'll get all the audio experience. It's not like the HTC One where there are dual speakers in the front, which is actually a little better than this, but I don't mind this at all either. So there you go, guys. This was a quick look at the new Sony Xperia Z. Really impressive squarish design of the device, but it looks really slick. You have an edge-to-edge table flat design. You have glass on the front as well as glass on the back, something like the 4S from Apple, or the iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, or even the Google Nexus 4, which was launched last year with the glass back. So flat squarish design. You have a 13 megapixel camera, full HD display in the front. Impressive stuff from Sony, the new Xperia Z. If you have any questions or queries or want more details, you can check out iGyaan.in. You can also leave your questions, comment, and feedback in the comment section below. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan TV. For iGyaan Networks, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next